Hey guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Leo for love and soul connections for March 2021. Keep in mind, my friends, it's a general message. Take what you feel resonates for you, disregard the rest. Go about your day, and know that no matter what messages do come through today, it's still up to you guys and your active free will, the choices you make in this world, the steps you take to get whatever fulfillment it is you'd like to see. To me, that's personal freedom, personal power. It lies at the tips of your fingers, not the soles of your feet. So use that power to do wisely, my friends, and always follow your heart. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. If you feel like this resonates and you'd like to see more of it, please hit subscribe. Join the journey with me. Let me encounter your energy more often. And for all my subscribers, I love you, love you, love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys for being here. You mean the world to me. And if you guys do like this video, if it resonates, give it a thumbs up. Help me circulate the message. Help support the channel. I absolutely appreciate every little bit of support that you guys give me. Also, if you want to comment, I'd love to hear from you. If not, that's not your thing. It's all right. So before I get started, I'm going to let you know time's fluid. Even though we put a timestamp of March on this, it may be just what March messages are going to come through for March, but it may be something from the past, something from a past life, something that is happening now, or something that hasn't happened. So use your power of discernment, my friends. I'm going to call in spirit now. I'm going to ask my team of light, Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron, as well as any of your spirit guides that would be here for the highest good of the entire collective. They're welcome to join us now. I'm going to ask them to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you guys who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel possible, delivering messages that are for the highest good of the entire collective. No second-rate messages here today, but the most far-reaching, okay? So in order to answer a question for you guys, or to get your energy, if you would like, what I'm going to do is just take 3 deep breaths in and out, and what you can do in this time is focus on the question, focus on a situation. I am focusing on love and soul connections, but this could also be showing up as friends, family, you know, your siblings, anything like that. What I just heard is sibling rivalry, so if anybody is here, if that makes sense to you, it may be for you, but if not, it might not be. Just one of those things I'm hearing, okay? So alright, so I'm going to make 3 piles, one for you guys, Leo, a pile for your love or soul connection, and a pile for the space in between or the shared energy. Keep in mind these energies could swap though, so take it how it resonates. Let's see what messages Spirit has for the sign of Leo, please, for March 2021, love and soul connections. What is, okay, I'm going to take those because they flipped, this one flipped. So the energy is moving on. So I heard on to bigger and better things. This is moving away from the darkness. I heard moving away from the struggle and into a place of financial prosperity, if it is about finances showing itself in this. I mean, a lot of times love and finances do kind of go hand in hand, especially if we're in, you know, committed partnership, if we are, you know, paying bills, if we're kind of pooling our resources together. This is one of the biggest stresses in relationships as well, right? Outside of the actual relationship is our finances, okay? So I feel like with this, there's movement, there's choices, and there's decisions, and they're going to be affecting your day-to-day world in your physical reality. Some of you, it may literally be you guys are moving, okay? So I'm going to get some clarification, though. Spirit, can you tell me what else you would like Leo to know on their energy or messages that you have in their current energy right now, please, for March? Messages. We have deception and envy as well. I also feel like this is something that's being moved away from, though. If you have somebody, this could be your energy. It could be, again, it's swapped. I feel like one thing I'm hearing is you guys are pretty leery. Okay? You may be a little bit untrusting or leery of someone else's energy, even though it's showing up for you. It may be, you know, again, take it how it resonates, but it may be in the past that you focused on things that you don't have, right? So focused on, could even be jealousy, that the person you're with is with, or you want to be with, is with someone else, or that jealous of like the time spent with other people and things like this. I think a lot of us do struggle with jealousy or envy issues, and that's just stuff that we need to work through, right? Realize that we're perfect and whole in our being, and if this is about material things, about being jealous that someone else has something, we need to know that, well, that's what is in their path. Our path may be a little bit different. I feel like this is really asking you to move beyond the material illusion, okay? So there is changes happening in the physical, and this envy card and deception card is, I heard someone may not have been totally honest with you. This could be why you're moving on. There could be a space where either you're not totally being honest with yourself and you're going with the flow of, well, I don't really want to move, I don't really want to do this, but I don't want to lose this relationship, so I'm going to go that way. Lots of different ways it could take, okay? So it's showing up on your side, but it may not necessarily just be your energy. I also heard, though, for some of you, the deception could be a tactic to try and get somebody to go your way and to follow your lead. However, I would just caution you on that's manipulation, right? So we want to move past that stuff. Let's get a little bit more clarification, please. What is deception and envy here for? Why is this energy showing up in the spread today? Okay, so trapped in fear is here. Right away, what I'm hearing is you may have felt, or someone else may be sending the message, okay, that if someone else knew the truth, they may not want to be with you. That I feel like is a fallacy. If there has been deception or envy, or even within yourself, right? And I mean, this actually came out in the reverse. So I feel like whatever is being moved on from, deception and envy are part of that. Being trapped in fear, when people are afraid, when people are fearful as well, that's not always when we're going to get the most truth. So I'm thinking also about like a kid who knows they screwed up real bad, they did something bad, and you ask them, did you do this? And they say, no, I didn't. And you're like, well, someone did it. And, we know that they're ruling out other possibilities, and it's not so much about like, it's just this person may not want to get in trouble, this may be you, same thing, kind of like, well, no. And it may not even be like a manipulative sort of thing. It could just be even like, what's the word, a diversion tactic, right? Or it may be that you're not really comfortable as well expressing your true feelings, and deflection, that's the word I'm hearing, okay? So we have also destiny that came out with accelerated motion, and I think that this is really wonderful because at the top we're moving on to different choices, different changes are happening in the physical world. What's being moved past to me is that deception and envy and feeling trapped in fear. Some of you guys, it may even be a little bit, when you see people who speak their mind, when you see people who are getting what they want, that little tinge of jealousy, right? But your destiny is yours to follow. And I feel like when you focus on making the movements that are right for you, the choices that are right for you, Spirit's going to bring that in closer to alignment with you. As well as one of the things I heard is, with this could be even for yourself, okay? Some of the desires that we may have, I'm hearing sexual as an example, but this is what they're giving me, right? Is that especially for people who may have grown up in, I heard, homophobic environments, or really strict, stern, or traditional households, if that upbringing, it may be that there's deception for yourself, because if you have desires that fall outside of this, I'm going to quote it, unquote, normal idea of what life is, about what sexuality is, about what relationship is, we may feel like just a little bit upset that, we know that we have these desires, but we're going to deny this, we're going to deny it to ourselves, we're going to swallow it down, bury it down if we don't have a support network around us. And this may be where this trapped in fear is coming from. But I feel like it's once whatever it is, okay? But once we accept our true feelings about the situation, Spirit's going to move pretty quickly to bring this in, okay? So I'll get more clarification. I'll pull some tarot on that. They're telling me to take the bottom of the deck, which is fertility. This card's been coming up a lot, actually, for the love and soul connections in March. It may be there's a baby, okay? We're moving on, and there's baby coming in. But I think that this is more about, this is the ripe time for change. We're moving on to bigger and better things, and it's a really, really fertile time to create change. So let's get your love interest or soul connection, their energy, please. And it fell on fertility, the universe. This soul connection, what I'm hearing is you may not have met them yet, okay? It may be that whatever's happening, whatever changes or decisions you're making, whatever moving on, is bringing them into alignment with you. I also feel like the universe is doing a whole lot of maneuvers on their side. So they are being guided, they are being watched. The universe, I heard, is aware of their actions, behaviors, and where they're standing. And it's basically a divine waiting game. Tell me more about the soul connection or love interest, please. Their energy. What is this universe here for? More about this universe card for the love and soul connection. So I'm going to take the bottom of the deck now too, which is the Tower and disruption. We have third eye chakra and the light, which is, in this case, is the star. So very honestly, there's 3 different major arcana here, which disruption is the Tower, the world is the universe, and the light card is the star with the third eye. I feel like Spirit's initiating this love interest, or this person is being initiated by Spirit. What I did here is things may not always have gone the way that they planned, the way that they wanted, and whatever has happened, Spirit is breaking up their energy field a little bit to allow the light in, which interestingly enough is where we have light here, and this is very healing as well. The third eye chakra, I heard it's blocked, okay, which is where I feel like the Tower coming in to be like, no, we have some stuff we need to show you. But I feel like if it is blocked, they would need to do some work on it. But also, if it's not blocked, they may be very, very intuitive. This person, what I'm hearing is if you have told untruths, they knew. And you may wonder, how did they know, right? It may have even been like to protect yourself, right? Like self-protection kind of things. And it may be that this person was able to call you out, okay? However that works. Or it could be switched. I feel like they have an idea that the universe is doing what it's doing for a reason. I'm not getting a lot of specifics on them though, so it may even be that rather than when I heard blocked, it may not be that their third eye is blocked, it may be that they're blocking people from reading their energy as well. So I'm going to get one more card, please, for the love interest or soul connection. Wisdom, which is also the Hierophant. It's a masculine energy here, but this is another major arcana. They hold some sort of spiritual truth. They may even be with this light. They may be a healer, a Reiki practitioner, somebody who works with energy, okay? I feel like they're being asked right now, though, to use their wisdom, to think things through, to learn the lessons from the past and whatever changes are happening in their world. You've got movement changes and decisions too, and they've got the Tower, which is definitely a disruption. They're being asked to use their wisdom to continue to focus on the light. And the third eye. Tell me about this third eye chakra. Suffering in silence. So it may be that they know, right, whatever the issue is, they know that there's something going on. I'm picking up on the deception as well, though. but they're not going to say it either. Either that, or everything that's happening in their world, all the changes, they're not ready to talk about it. So can you tell me, please, the shared energy of this connection? Just actually, before I do that, I'm going to pause you and plug this thing in. It's going to die, and I don't want to die in your reading, so hold on. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to pull now the shared energy. So the space that is shared, please, Spirit. What is the energy that is shared between these two people? Space in between them. Okay, so they're actually asking me what are the blocks that are keeping this partnership separate? What are the blocks or shared energy? Okay. I'm going to take the bottom of the deck too. The bottom of the deck, divine timing. It's the waiting game. You have temptation here, which is the devil in this deck. I heard it could be a lot of fears. This could be addictions, mental anguish, even though it's not showing up here. We have the root chakra. And we have base so the base chakra and financial and material changes. For some of you guys, what I heard is spending habits for the financial and material changes. And I don't feel with the base chakra and the financial changes that this is so much, it's how it's blocking is that both parties need to be grounded. They're going through a tower moment. You are experiencing a moving on. Spirit is working really hard to bring you into alignment with your destiny, whether it's this person or not, whatever career choice it is, whatever opportunities in the world that are meant for you. And I feel like this destiny, there's something bigger at play. Okay, so if you feel like this is taking a really long time, it's because in between that time, you're meant to do some pretty wonderful things that you've probably had to learn quite a few lessons to be able to get to this point, and you may be able to help heal other people. Both of you guys need to, I heard, like really focus on the here and the now with this waiting game as well to get yourself grounded. So they're telling me to show you a few stones. I love stones, so I'm going to show you. First, this is black obsidian, but you can get them small, little, hold in your hands. I have also here, this is smoky quartz, really, really grounding as well. Pyrite is very grounding, so they want me to show you there, this little chunk of fool's gold. I also have, its nickname is peacock ore, but it's also a form of pyrite. I love this. It's my hubby's stone, and at first I thought it was kind of ugly, because if you look at it, it's got these random little pieces of just plain rock, but then all of these little spots of like shimmering blues and stuff. But I feel like both of you needing to work on the physical, right? On making sure that you have a house, making sure that the bills are paid, food, the financial aspects here. If you hear my birds, hopefully they don't get too loud. They're squawky, and that's good because they're happy. But this temptation that's up at the top, I definitely feel, okay, this is just my feelings here, but I feel like this side could be with the deception, okay? So, okay, so the words I'm hearing is drugs, okay? If there's addictions, it could be alcohol, it could be shopping too much, okay? Right? Lots of different things that something is come between you. Whether it is, and I definitely feel like finances, I felt it before, right? Finances are a huge issue here. That whatever it is that there's out of balance needs to be remedied. And also I feel like this is about getting priorities straight. So Spirit's not going to bring this partnership together until things are sorted out, or you guys need to work together, okay, to be able to ground the relationship and to create stability. They're telling me as well, like, so root stones that are good for your root chakra. This could also be like red jasper, I heard, you know, just really grounding stones. You can always look up on YouTube if you go to your crystal shop, you know, go, hey, what crystal could I get? I'm really trying to root myself. I'm also hearing you could go, YouTube has lots of great Reiki channels as well. I myself subscribe to a channel called Blended Insights. I really like the way that they do it, and I definitely feel the healing when it comes, so that's just an option. But you could even seek out in person sort of a Reiki tuning and alignment as well, as what I heard. But really focusing on getting yourself rooted and making sure that, you know, the physical needs that you have in this world, they're met. So I'm going to move on. I'm going to pull some tarot, but first I'll grab the Romance Angels Oracle for clarification, and then we'll do tarot, okay? I want to know, please, Spirit, Leo's side, thank you. And you get religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious and spiritual upbringing, or your path, which that could be where there's deception, envy, and being trapped, right? Where you're moving on to something, you're making choices, but your upbringing, this is religious, but also your spiritual beliefs. The relationship could challenge your spiritual beliefs. This person could be a lot more religious than you, could be a lot more spiritual. You could be a lot more religious as well, which is kind of where I was picking up on a little bit, right? If it's a same-sex partnership or a trans partnership or something that is, you know, just outside of the belief system that you grew up on. And this is where we need to open our mind a little bit, and it's a really great time to create something new, create a life that you feel fulfilled in and that you don't feel like you need to hide. Tell me more about this, please. Thank you. So I'm going to put these ones back because they didn't show themselves, but 3 cards came out. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings, which is moving on, right? Maybe moving on to this person and you don't even know who they are yet, which is why we're a little bit blocked. Or moving on from something and you know that there's a new love in here. We have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So if you had a question about, if you had a person in mind, this is, I feel like Spirit's validation saying this is your person. And honeymoon is, I heard this is a suggestion, but spend some time together. So enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. This also, if you're trying to save money, okay, because I definitely feel like for some of you, you are definitely together and there's money issues. This doesn't need to be something that costs a whole lot of money. Pack a picnic, go out and take a walk, you know, have your lunch on a bench and just get to know each other, talk, okay? There's lots of different things that this is, but I feel like knowing that new love and a soulmate relationship is here, if there's any self-deception or any places you're afraid of, open up. Open up to this person. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, I heard a counselor, or writing it down in your journal. So tell me about the love interest or soul connections. I heard point of view, or how are they feeling right now? Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And that, I can see that, right? They're suffering in silence for something. There's something they're not ready to say, not willing to say. They're going through a lot of healing and they're learning a lot of lessons. And their life is kind of at the hands and at the will of the universe. So they're working on loving themselves first before they can work on other people. This could be where temptation as well, this devil energy has showed up, because as well, this Spirit wouldn't have broken up everything if everything was perfect, if everything was in alignment. So I feel like they're working on themselves right now. Tell me some more, please, Spirit, before we move on. Thank you. And we get learning, forgiving, and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So there could be, if this person you know, they could be releasing some of the fights that you guys have had, or the lies, or you know, they could be whatever it is, okay? But they're learning to forgive. I think they're learning to forgive themselves as well, and this is creating a lot of spiritual growth. They're in a place, though, as they love their self, they have to forgive the places that they didn't feel the best. And I also feel like this is advice for you too, even though it's on their side, going really focus on forgiving and learning. And if this partnership is at a separation and we need to create change, it'll happen when both of you are in the right alignment. So they want me to look at the bottom of the deck for theirs, which is express your love. Go ahead, make that romantic gesture. So I feel like once they're in alignment, they will make that romantic gesture. They do want to have something, I feel like, and I feel like they really want to have it stable. That temptations as well, that could be fears, right? Just holding a lot of fear. Could be fear of moving in together, fear of being chained, okay? Feeling like tied together. But let's see about the inner, or it could just be their past relationships weren't so good, so they're a little worried, right? You have worth waiting for with the waiting game. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Both of you guys are working individually, and when it's ready, it'll come into alignment. So I'm going to end here with a message from the Lion Strider Tarot. And can you tell me, please, about the Leo? So advice for Leo, please. I think I'm just... Oh, there's a lot. So I was thinking I'm only going to pull one side, and I think I am going to pull one, just one. They want the bottom of the deck is Justice, so I'll keep that. The Knight of Cups is under there too, which is wanting to offer some sort of romance. This definitely is a powerful relationship, and it's something that is meant, I heard, divinely guided and meant to be in the physical, not just, on an astral or 5D relationship. This is something that you guys are meant to work together. Justice will come to the situation. This could also be a Libra. So there's two cards that fell out upside down. First, I want to show you, which is the Queen of Cups. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. You also have the Five of Swords. This could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I feel like somebody is, I heard tired and battle weary with this. This knight is sitting down, their guard is down, and it's needing to change their way of thinking. They've walked away from the fight. It's time for a rest. And I believe here what I'm feeling is this particular person, it could be you, it could be them, it could be both of you, but is really following their heart and nurturing themselves and being true to how they feel. Very loving, very kind, but maybe needs a little bit of a timeout or a break. So I'm going to show you the cards and then I'll read them and see what we get. We get the King of Pentacles, which could be an earth sign, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. I definitely get that could be on your partner's side. It could be them. We have the Knight of Pentacles, which is another earth sign. It could be the same person. It could be two different people too, but I feel like this is making goal-orientated action. Okay, action-orientated movements. The Knight of Swords here. Now this is in the reverse. It could be that you two aren't talking right now. Why it's in the reverse, or it's slowed down, okay? Because this knight, while the pentacle is slow, and it's done with a lot of green, it's making movements from the heart, it's well thought through. This King of Swords can be a little hasty, it can be a little angry, but also this is root. This is, we need to speak about things that happen in our physical, and there's a lot of passion on that. So there may be just a little bit of resistance as well as what I heard. There's movement that's happening. I definitely feel like this King of Pentacles is the person doing the movement. They just might not be able to speak about it yet, which also could be the third eye, to be honest. Could be like they're trying to communicate through the ethers, not necessarily in the physical. Like they're not picking up the phone and going, hey, but they may be sending out telepathic messages or vibes or things like that. And you may even be picking up on that depending on, everything. One or both, like, I feel like one of you is a lot more intuitive, one of you is a lot more open, and it may just be, especially on your side with, like, religious factors, it may be something that, to open up spiritually to that part of you, it's going to take a little bit more time. You have the Seven of Pentacles here, which also talks about things are ripe and ready for the picking, or waiting till the right time. And there's a lot of blue here too. Waiting for the right time, because then you know it's your truth. Ace of Wands has more blue. This could again be you guys, fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sag. 9 of Cups is in the reverse with Temperance. And the 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. And I feel like, again, because we know there's a waiting game, it's just delayed. It's not that the wish fulfillment that you would like to see isn't going to happen, but don't hold attachment to it looking exactly like you thought it might, because it might be different. You may have an attachment to this person, and you're like, nope, that's my person. And to be honest, this could be what that is. It's being like, well, we think this is our person, but they could be a catalyst, a change maker, right? I do feel like you know that this is your soulmate. We may have many different soulmates in our life, though, right? Many different people that we were meant to be in alignment with these people. They're our soul family, they're our soul tribe, and they have amazing things that they're supposed to teach us. You know, like, just keep that in mind too, though. Even though it says, yes, this is your soulmate, it may not be the one and only soulmate. It may be a soulmate that's meant to come in and be a catalyst for major change. But I definitely feel like this person is someone that you will live with for quite a while. It's just that I feel like these are delays again, because there was a desire, like, to express your love. They want to do it, but they're suffering in silence over there because life isn't going exactly right yet, or it might be that things don't look good for a partnership, right? They don't have their world together. Why do they want to add someone else yet? They want everything to look perfect. So this is also speaking about when the time is right, it will come. The Ace of Wands, though, being a brand new adventure, a brand new start, that spark of life, and it being the Fox too. It's seductive, it's sly, it's appealing. And also this could be a Sagittarius with Temperance, but this could be spring as well. That a timing thing, that things will come into alignment when they're ready. So know that justice is going to happen. There's also like 2 major arcanas here as well, and both about balance, right? I heard like righting the wrongs as well of the past, making sure that this person is in the right alignment, you're in the right alignment before you come together. So everything's going to happen in all divine timing. But what's important about this, with this King of Pentacles, is the advice here was to really ground yourself, to become rooted. And they are definitely rooted. They're at a high vibration. This King has made it through from the Fool all the way to the King of Pentacles. They know what they want. They may not be exactly sure on how to get there. There may be a little bit of delays, but something will come of it. There is a new start here. So Spirit's taking my voice. I hope it resonated. I hope that it helped if it's for you. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.